You really can't understate the importance of the Communications Bureau to the Division of Police and Public Safety in Central Ohio. 911 call takers and dispatchers are just absolutely critical to ensuring that the right information gets to the personnel who need to respond to any given emergency.
I wanted to be a dispatcher because of the personal impact that it's had on my life. My father was a victim of a violent crime, and if not for the passerby that stopped, called 911, and then was able to deliver first aid as instructed by the medics, he wouldn't have made it.
We're open 24/7, 365. We're always answering calls. The citizens of Columbus always expect someone to be on the other end of the line.
I want you to stay on the line. I'm going to transfer you to the non-emergency number. You've got to have a level head. You've got to have common sense, and a lot of it. And you've got to have a willingness to understand that the reality is that we are here to serve the public.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Emergency call takers are important because we're the first responders to 911 emergency calls in the city of Columbus.
When a person calls 911, I'm the one who answers 911. What is your emergency, or where is the location of your emergency? The first thing I need is the location. I need to know where this is happening so that we can get officers to there. I figure out what's going on. Or is it a medical emergency, fire, police? Do we need to send one officer for a report? Do we need to send a lot of officers? That is a crime in progress. So I'm getting that information as quickly as I can, and then I send it up to the dispatcher, and I'm still getting information from the caller as they're sending the officers. So you're not talking to the person who's coming to help you. You're talking to the person who's giving the officers information that they need while they drive to you.
You definitely have to have a strong personality. You have to be caring toward your callers, and you have to be efficient so that we can get the calls, up and out as quick as we can for our officers.
To be a good 911 call taker, you have to be able to multitask. You have to be able to ask questions and type at the same time. You have to be able to get the information to the dispatcher in a concise, clear manner that they can understand, so that they can give it to the officers so that they can understand, so that everybody gets the help as fast as they can.
Radio to car 104, be advised, male of the 26, red shirt, now has a baseball bat.
What we do is the calls come up to us and we assign them to the cruisers that are on the board. Our main focus when we're up there is officer safety, making sure that we assign the proper number of officers to the calls for service. Call takers write the calls for service, and we are responsible for dispatching them to the cruisers and providing them with the information that's on the calls for service that we receive on the runs. It can be stressful. A large portion of it is attention to detail and making sure that the calls are, dispatched on time.
Our job is to communicate with the officers and be pretty much a guardian angel for them and have their back. They have families to get home to.
Dispatching is important because you're providing a service to the community. You are providing a service to the officers. You're responsible to know where they are at all times.
Bring your left arm back, left arm back.
We're very fortunate in the city of Columbus to have the ability to do the training that we do. We have our police academy that we're able to use to start our training out in. We're very fortunate to have the technology and software available that we have here to be able to do our training. We have 10 weeks of classroom training that we get to spend, and that is something that's almost unheard of in our industry. A lot of places don't allow that. A lot of places are so short-staffed that it's like a 2-week training program, and then they put them on the floor for they're on the job. Here we do 10 weeks in the classroom before we put them on the floor for on the job for 12 weeks. So a 22-week program compared to potentially a 16-week program, we're really adding on a lot of items to get our people the best trained that they can be for the citizens of Columbus and for the officers on the street. We have a dual purpose here. We're not here just for the citizens, but we're also here for the officers. We have to be here to help everybody.
Training now is the bomb, of course. It is. I think that CPD, from not only just with 911 call takers and dispatchers, but as well as the officers, the kind of training that I've been able to see, we have it all. We're trying not only to teach you how to do the job, but also to help you to get into the culture and enjoy your job. Enjoy it as well as, help the public and officers.
If we don't have good training, then we will have, a bad product on the floor, and that's not what we want at all. We want the citizens and the officers to be safe at the end of the day.